Well, it's been 2 years, and I just want to do a follow-up on my BMW CE-04 and what I think of it. This is a 2023 BMW CE-04, equivalent to a 400cc bike, 8.6 kilowatt hour battery, which is relatively small, about a tenth of what most cars have. But do I still like it? Yes, I do. Do I have some things I need to correct from my first review? Yes. Number one, it does have a radiator, because like most electric vehicles, there's radiators under there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it, but it is liquid cooled battery and motor. Do I have to check the radiator fluid? No, because I'm not even quite sure how to do that, which leads me to maintenance costs. Now, cost of ownership obviously is supposed to be incredibly small with an electric vehicle, and that was my intent when I bought this. Now, took it in for break-in maintenance after about 1,500 miles. You really need they really need to get us somehow, because if you don't take it in for the maintenance, scheduled maintenance, the warranty is void. So, is it because it's a BMW, or is it because it's an electric vehicle? I don't know. I can't answer that question, but it was ridiculously expensive. It was over $500 for them to check everything. There was nothing to replace. Just check the belt tension, check the charging system, check the motor, the tires, and over $500. Now, that by itself, okay, you've got a boutique vehicle, that's the cost of ownership. All right, I broke a taillight off, because as you can see, these taillights aren't really, they give a little bit, or at least they did. But if you park it in the wrong place and somebody walks by, they snap the taillight off. And you go, well, that can't be that expensive to replace. How about $400 to replace? Because they had to remove the rear wheel in order to wire the new taillight. Insane. I broke a valve stem off one of the wheels because I'm an idiot. Another $500. Then I took it in for routine maintenance, and they said, hey, you know what? You're due to have your brake fluid changed. Why? I don't know. Brake fluid was fine. Barely ever used the brakes. That's a reality. I'm kind of glad they didn't say, oh, you need to replace your brake pads, because I would have laughed in their face. But you can't argue brake fluid, I guess, after a certain amount of time needs to be replaced. $11 for the brake fluid. Yeah, but an hour and a half labor to do it. That's insane, especially when the labor costs $179 an hour. So this leads me to my only other, oh, and by the way, the connective app is still a mess. You have to follow these weird instructions they give you, and it works pretty good. But if you have an Apple Watch, you got to turn it off, because you know it'll confuse the app. So that's a little weird. But the app, you just kind of accept that it sucks, and you do the best you can with what they give you. I did get a Bluetooth helmet, works great. The maintenance cost, ridiculous. And that by itself is probably going to lead me to sell this bike, because I'm going to have to do the research. I'm thinking about trading it in on a live wire, or maybe even a zero, because everything's coming down in prices, and the live wire has become cheaper than this bike. So what? Okay, at least the two new models, the S2 models. And if their labor costs, well, I'm going to wrap this up, because I don't think this guy realizes how loud the stuff he's doing is. So here's the deal. The maintenance costs alone, probably going to sell it outright and or trade it in on something else. But I need to find out what the labor costs are on a Harley Davidson electric bike, because if they're the same, then I'm just gonna sell it outright. It's ridiculous. And the other mystery I solved is this little key they give you that was with a lock for a lockbox. Yes, it indeed is specific to your bike. Why do I say that? Because I had to ask at the dealership when I spent my $800 for maintenance, which it doesn't need. What is this key for? Because I inquired about buying a new key, a second key fob for the bike, because it's always good to have two. And they said, that's $500. So I said, well, I think I can do without the other key fob. And they said, well, you know, the little key for the lock is a chip. It doesn't have a battery, but if you lose your key and you need to start the bike, there's a place on here that you just touch it to it, and it is the chip that'll activate the bike, and you can start it, and it will run. It just won't restart until you do that again, or until you find the key fob with the battery in it. And there you have it. So guys, I'll update you in the near future if and when I do sell this. And I hate doing it because I love riding it, I love using it. If I have to charge it home, I'll pay 15 cents a kilowatt hour. So y'all be happy, drive electric. Oh, and by the way, update. Bought a Equinox EV about a year ago, and I tell you what, first maintenance was free, so I don't know how much it's going to cost to do the maintenance on the car. But for now, I'm loving it too. It's taken several road trips, 320-mile range, and they're not lying about that. I'm loving it, and I'm never going back to internal combustion. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps. I love the bike. I just don't want to pay for the maintenance. That simple. Well, good luck. Do your research. Don't make your mind up because of what you hear everywhere else. Thank you. Subscribe. Sure.